I was in that truck so long. I'm looking for the goddamn. Payback. Gumbo, what up, baby? Yo, my shit broke down. Yo, my shit broke down, man. I'm washing it out. The dry shaft. The airline broke. I'll get with y'all in a second. Hold on. Alright, y'all, we're gonna chop it up now. I'm about to jump back in this. Crazy enough, yo. Another crazy eventful day, man. TGI Friday, man. Right? I'm gonna eat my lunch. I'm about to eat, man. What time is it? I haven't even eaten yet, y'all. What time is it? Oh, yeah, I gotta have lunch, man. Yo, check the vibes, right? Put this down somewhere. And then I'm gonna get with y'all. I haven't been in here in a minute, man. This particular model. You know what? Let me go over here. I'll tell y'all what happened, right? So the reason why I'm in this now, right? Remember I was running loads. I got my third load. I was set to go get my third load. I got my load. I came up out the pit. I started losing air pressure. So I just pulled right over. You know, I pulled right over. I called the shop. The shop came out. One of the lines had ripped. But when he examined the line, remember I was telling you how that's an old ass truck, man. 2002. Yo, why the shit is so rusted? Yo, the drive shaft dropped when he was changing the line. Right? So now, put this down right here. I'm gonna eat, man. I haven't eaten nothing yet, man, right? So check it, the drive shaft broke. Right? Yo, the drive shaft. Yo, the drive shaft dropped. So now the truck is down. Mind you, remember I had a full load on there. I had a full load. Yo, I had to back down in the pit. But you know how to drive, you know how to drive. Once it started backing down, I just put it in, I took it out of reverse and just let it, you know, go down on its own. I got it in. But then they had to push me out, man, because remember the drive shaft broke, man. So then I come in. I'm stuck out there for a minute, but I come in, they switch me over to this. Then they say, yo, they need the truck washed out. We're an old dinosaur, Gumbo. Old ass dinosaur, man. Yo, I'm glad it happened on the block, though. It happened on the block. So it didn't take, well, it took them a while to get out there. He had to go back to the yard. He had to get the hole. That was crazy, man. I'm just not eating, man. 137, but look. Official, right here, see it? Mixed greens, right? When my guy looked up at me, he said, yo, just chill. After that, just chill. I jumped in this, and then they called me like, yo, we gotta clean the truck out. I was like, all right, whatever. Came back, I'm like, damn. That motherfucker was dirty, man. And y'all think they're gonna retire, Gumbo? That's what the mechanic was telling me. He was like, yo, I think it's done. I said, yo, it's in 2002, man. That should have been off the what's the name, man. Motherfucking truck is 23 years old, man. That's probably one of the oldest 10-wheelers we got. Is that one, 212. And I think what, 212. And we got 212. 215. I think that's it. Those are the last two, man. Those are the last two, Gumbo. Old ass dinosaurs, man. You said it, man. Shit's just dinosaurs, man. Yeah, everything else is automatic, man. Right, man. I should have been in the automatic, man. Throw me in 208. and shit. But it is what it is. Friday's over. But let me get to my topic, man. Yo, black millionaires. Black millionaires beefing on social media, right? Dame, Cam, Brian Norman Sr., Bill Haney, and then they run, look, what's the name's probably on Millie City right now. They run over there and just, you know, it's nasty, man. But at the end of the day, right, Bill Haney and Brian Norman Sr. look real goofy to me. Whether they trying to sell the fight or market the fight, it is what it is. But y'all niggas look goofy, right? And I'm gonna tell you why y'all look goofy, right? Both of y'all sons is about to fight for millions. That's a win right there. But y'all are on here. Bill talking about he undefeated in the streets. Respectfully, and I say this respectfully, I've been in the room with you, Bill. I've been around you. Yo, you ain't been in the streets in decades. Why are you even talking street shit? The whole purpose, that's why I do my lives like this. The whole purpose is to get out the streets. Anybody that's in the streets, that's really in the streets, is tell you they not trying to be in the streets. Because you know what comes with the streets, death and jail. And the niggas that glorify the streets are bum niggas, really. A lot of niggas that sit online talking that street shit, they're not really outside. Because the niggas that's outside in the streets ain't really got time for the internet. Because they're in the streets. And they know what comes with the streets. How's the content looking though, y'all? How's the content looking? Yo, this salad was busting. Look, I ain't even put my tuna in there, man. I got this right here. I got this right here. But yeah, it's a bad look though, Gumbo. It's a bad look, man. Like, it's goofy. That shit goofy, man. And then they get mad at me when I front on them niggas, man. Fuck them niggas, man. Niggas is all clowns to me. Gatekeeping clown ass niggas, man. Niggas that sold they soul because they push the wrong agenda. You pushing the wrong agenda, man. And then you got goofy ass grown men that, you know, they so lost. These are the type of niggas that I will smack the shit out of. That's why I stay away from certain niggas, internet niggas, because they weirdos. Like, they be on some internet disrespect shit, and when you catch them in traffic, and you be ready to put this right here across their face, they be, oh, yo, it was the internet. I don't play internet games, man. I'm outside, man. I'm really trying to build and better myself. You niggas is sitting on the internet doing absolutely nothing every single day. That's why I told, yo, Gumbo, remember I told you? I said, just watch, I'm gonna walk all them niggas down. Because they not doing nothing. They on the internet talking about views. I've been told you to start the Trucker Diaries, man. I started, I'm doing them now. I should have did it when the dry shaft broke, man. But I was mad as hell. I was like, God damn. Yo, mad, like, look, yesterday I had the blowout, remember? Last week, the shit, the gate wouldn't open. I was stuck at the dumps for 2 hours. Like, man, I just had enough. I had enough, man. I was burnt out, man. Well, look, I got my tuna right here. I ain't put my tuna in there. Look, I had the organic aged balsamic vinaigrette dressing. I got my croutons right here. These ain't organic though. I got some croutons, right? But yeah, niggas look goofy, man. I heard a little goofy. And then they go right over there to Millie City, right? You know, they go right over there to him, and they perform the circus. Yo, Gumbo, you gotta stay out the way, man. Yo, that's why I be in the gym, man. I don't even entertain them niggas no more, man. That's what they do, man. Yo, Gumbo, right? I baited them niggas, Gumbo. Look, Pull my shit out, man. Yo, these so-called street tough niggas, right? Yo, these so-called street tough niggas, internet niggas, you know, they every time I pull my gun out, yo, they call the police. Yo, they be telling. Yo, they be telling. Yo, Gumbo, every time I pull my gun out, any of my guns, they be telling. Nigga, the police gave me my gun, nigga. I work at the Suffolk PAL gym. Right? I don't go off out of the streets. I keep my gun for niggas in the streets, man. Niggas that's in the streets that want to harm me. I'm an LLC business owner, man. I have that right for protection, man. I went through all the proper steps. I went through classes, right? I went and got all my depositions, right? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I can carry a gun. I have businesses, man. I keep my gun for you dirty niggas that want to get out of character. Because I'm going to put you back in character. I'm going to put you dirty niggas back into character, right? See, you got to learn how to play the game, right? See, coming up, you niggas would have got me how you almost got my brother, right? You would have tricked me. I would have harmed you. Then I would have got jammed up, right? Because that's what these niggas do. These niggas, you harm them, they turn into the victim. Yo, they turn into the victim, right? Yo, they be all tough. They be with the shit. The moment you give them the shit, they turn into the victim. Yo, Gumbo, that be the type, man. The aggressive types, man. Them niggas be aggressive till they get struck. Once they get struck, they turn into a victim. Yo, they be aggressive. Yo, you was on your brother Muzone, man. Yo, brother Muzone was the stone cold killer, man. Yo, brother Muzone was a stone cold killer. Yo, remember Method Man's character Cheese Wagstaff? Yo, Cheese Wagstaff was a gangster, right? Yo, brother Muzone was pussy. Cause he was mad quiet. He was clean cut. He had on a bow tie. That nigga was a stone cold killer, man. That nigga put that heat on Cheese Wagstaff. Yo, that's how these niggas give it up, man. That's why I stay away from them, man. These niggas is clowns, man. Yo, the internet is filled with them niggas, man. Filled with them niggas, man. Yo, and the crazy shit is, Gumbo, a lot of them niggas try to talk boxing. Like, nigga, you can't even fight, nigga. Yeah, you can't even fight. You call the police, nigga. Yeah, you get into a physical altercation and call the police. Yeah, they do how homie did you yesterday, Gumbo. Yeah, he was wild aggressive. Yeah, he was wild aggressive. Yeah, you didn't play the aggressive games. Yeah, you was ready to get busy. Then he wanted to get the cops involved. Yeah, he wanted to get the cops involved, man. I'm telling you, he was one of them niggas that make us. Yo, he was one of them niggas that make a scene. Yeah, he was one of them niggas that make a scene, man. That's how these niggas get down, Gumbo. That's how these guys get down. They make scenes, man. Yeah, he wanted to make a scene. Yeah, I had beef with niggas, right? Yo, niggas seen the police, right? I played it cool, right? I ain't even get out of character. Yeah, these niggas seen the police, right? Yeah, they started screaming, making a scene. Like, yo, come on, man. Why you drawing attention? Why you drawing attention? If it's up, it's up. The police will slide up out of here. We gonna handle that. Yeah, these niggas, the moment the police came, they made a scene. Like, come on, man. You trying to get a nigga locked up, man. Yeah, Gumbo, you said the word. Yo, basically what you told him, you said, yo, let's get active, nigga. Ain't nothing to talk about. Yo, he was making a scene, right? Yo, you was like, all right, I see what you on. Let's go outside. Let's get active. Word, let's get down. Word. Hey, yo, listen. When it goes down, there's nothing to talk about, man. Like Finesse 2 times said, not Finesse 2 times, Casanova, man. Casanova said, man, yo, he said, when you see me, it's nothing to speak about, man. Yo, it's nothing to speak about, man. Word. If it's up, it's up. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. Yeah, he was trying to get you locked up, Gumbo. He was an agent, man. It's a lot of them niggas out here, man. That's a lot of them niggas, man. Yeah, they got my man Terrell Suggs locked up, man. Did you see that? Yo, Terrell Suggs got locked up. He got into some type of traffic situation. Yo, and the dude provoked him. And Terrell Suggs is like me. He got one of them things on him. Yo, the dude ran to the police and got him locked up. That's why you got to be careful. Yo, see, y'all be schooling my man, what's his name? I said, y'all play by the rules, man. I said, if niggas get stupid with me, I'll make a scene how they make a scene. Right, Gumbo? I would have made a scene with that dude. How he was wild aggressive. You know what I would have said to him, Gumbo? And then I would have did him dirty. Yo, he was mad, aggressive, and yelling. I would have yelled too. I would have said, please, get away from me. I would have said, yo, you're scaring me. I don't want to hurt you, right? Yo, I would have said those three things right there. I would have let him get more aggressive, and then, he would have got hurt, right? But the people that's out there would have heard what I said. I don't want to hurt you. Please, you're scaring me, right? I said, yo, you're scaring me. Please, right? Knowing damn well I wasn't scared. I was going to give him what he was looking for. But I put that out there in the atmosphere to let them know. So now when they see me perform on him, they, no, that man was defending himself. He was scared, right? That's how you do him. That's how I would have did him. I would have did him just like that, Gumbo. I would have made a scene too. I would have let him be the aggressor. I would have act like I was timid, and then the killer switch would have kicked on. And then it would have been like, no, that guy was aggressive. He was yelling and screaming. The other guy was scared. He just defended himself. I'll do that all the time in public. I'll be like, yo, please get away from me. You are scaring me. Yeah, you're scaring me. Yeah. But he was trying to get you jammed up, Gumbo. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. You would have got locked up, man. These guys are dirty out here, man. You gotta watch them type of dudes, though, man. That's why, I just stay out the way now, man. I stay out the way, cause most of those type of dudes don't do nothing. Cal would stay on the internet, man. If you notice, right? That's why I do that challenge. I'll be like, yo, man, come outside, man. Do an activity, man. You niggas just be live streaming too much, man. You need to do it live outside, man. Post up at the store if you could go to the store. Something like I said, a lot of niggas can't even move around where they at, man. That's why they feel some type of way. When you do live streams and you move around, and people see you at places, it drives them crazy. That's why I told you to start the Trucker Diaries, Gumbo. These niggas don't go nowhere, man. They sit on the internet. One of them troll niggas was in our chat the other day. Talking about, I'll be at the Eastern Parkway, right? Right? Fake account, right? Niggas was talking all that shit. I came to the hood. Gumbo, I pulled up in the hood, right? Cause I knew where it was from. I was like, nigga, I'm in the hood right now. Remember I did that delivery on, I think it was Monday. I went to my old Jacks, right? Look how God worked that out. I see all my neighbors. I had to show this nigga like, nigga, I'm good. Like, you on the internet hiding. You can't even come outside, nigga. You can't even come outside. Y'all be on the internet talking crazy on niggas' names with honor. Niggas that got honor, right? You niggas can't go nowhere, man. You niggas sit on the internet, right? You niggas sit on the internet and watch niggas that you know is valid, stamped and certified, to be mad because you're not stamped nowhere. nowhere. Nowhere in life. You have no honor. Half you niggas that sit around and click up on the internet, you niggas is rodents, man. Weasels, weirdos. You have no honor. You can't go to no communities and be embraced. Yo, the children don't fuck with you. Yo, you're a dirty nigga. And I keep a gun for dirty niggas. Cause I take you out your misery, you run down on me. Joe D don't like when I talk like that. But I be like, yo, I'm not playing with these niggas. I don't like jealous niggas, man. Word. Yo, jealousy is a sickness, man. Gumbo said next week I will be on vacation. Man, turn it up on them, Gumbo. Turn it up on them. And post that shit on IG. You gonna have niggas mad. Yeah, when you do things, niggas be mad. Cause that's why I front on niggas with my boxing content, right? Right? Yeah, look. You niggas don't watch my boxing content or support it. Look. Yeah, look. Yo, Gumbo, look. Yeah, they don't watch my boxing content or support it. My nephew's still a 4-time national champion. Did you see me and my daughter work in the corner with him? Right? Yeah, look. I don't care if y'all don't watch my content, right? Yeah, my nephew was a 4-time national champion, right? Did you see me? Look. You guys didn't watch the content years ago. Look, we have all still grown, right? He's a 4-time national champion, right? I told you. I said, you know what? You niggas are so jealous fans of boxing, of my accolades as a professional, what I've done for media, right? I said, I'll take it to the amateurs and run circles around y'all again from the ground up. Doing it right in front of y'all faces. Wait till y'all see Aiden and the rest of them come, man. It don't stop. See, y'all niggas is caught up in the matrix. Y'all sit on the internet as programmed jealous fans, man. Jealous fans, man. But yeah, Marley look good, man. Only the members are seeing that now, man. That's how I'm giving it up. It's like the other joint, right? Yo, Gumbo, you seen that? Yo, you call them Nightmare. You call him Jahal Nightmare. You see how big that nigga is, right? Jahal look like Marvin Hagler, man. Jahal look like Marvin Hagler. He said the ESPN get another deal. Top rank, you mean? I don't know, man. Right now, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Jahal look like Marvin Hagler, man. See how big he got? I told them, they wasn't listening. Yeah, they was too busy being jealous fans. Right? Yo, matter of fact, yo, Gumbo, you want to laugh real quick? Look, I didn't drop this yet, but I'm going to drop this right here. Because you know Jahal was in the gym, right? Yeah, remember them guys that try to disrespect me? Yo, he look nice, right? Yo, Gumbo, remember those guys that tried to disrespect me, right? Over content, right? I told them, man, look, I told them, yo, them guys, they tried to disrespect me years ago. Over content. Remember that, Gumbo? Yeah, they tried to defame my name and my character. You remember that, Gumbo? Right? I was like, yo, don't worry about a thing, man. I was like, yo, don't worry about a thing, man. It's all good, remember? Yeah, remember, Gumbo? I told him, I said, yo, man, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it, man. We good. We good, right? They lied on me. It was jokes. Everybody was hee ha ha ha. Yeah, look. They was all hee ha ha, right? I was like, yo, man. I was like, yo, not for nothing, man. I get it, man. But look, remember that Gumbo? They was like, they had jokes on me, right? But my nephew was at 160. And I'm gonna drop this later on. I dropped a couple of them, but I got something to drop later on, man. Right? I'll let you hear it. ahead. Tell me if you can hear it, Gumbo.
Hey, if you really fucking with boxing right now, right? Earl Spence, all those guys, they're done, respectfully. Yo, my nephew will beat Earl Spence up right now, man. Yo, Jihad Tucker will mop the floor with him at 160. Run laps around him. Right now, at 160. Charlo too, man. These guys, they on the back line of their career, man. See, Charlo knows it too. That's why Charlo called Earl out like that, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that. Yo, Gumbo, wait till I drop that. Wait till I drop that, right? Jihad to beat both of them up. Yeah, he'll beat both of them up. And I want all you internet jealous fans, put y'all money up. We've been running around Texas looking for them niggas, right? When he was active, they didn't want to give us no work. Remember Jihad was training in Houston. Remember that? Jihad was training in Houston, right? He was spawned all those guys down there. We couldn't get no work. Now we don't want no work. Yeah, the phone was overheating. My bad, y'all. I had to switch up the location. That machine was hot. I had to switch up the location. My bad. It was the phone was overheating, man. But how was the content looking, y'all? About to shut it down. Appreciate the lights. You see that machine's AC ain't that cool. I don't even want to go get nothing for break, but I got my break, man. Damn. Where's my brush at? Is my brush? Where'd I leave my brush at? Man, 5 in the building. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, man. We unwinding. I wish I could come out this gear, man. It's super duper hot, man. Howdy, partner. Look, I throw on my Morpheuses, look. Oh yeah. How these looking right here, man? How these looking now? Now I look like a cool cowboy, right? Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. I look like a cool cowboy now. Yeehaw! Look, it's my cowboy look right here, man. If you ain't know, I look like a cool cowboy now. I reckon I'm happy it's Friday, man. Next week is fight week, man. Shout out to everybody. Yo, Gumbo, you off? You should go to Vegas, Gumbo. Even if you don't go to the fight, you should just go to Vegas, man. Vegas is gonna be lit. You off next week, man. You don't gotta go to the fight. You could just be in town. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have all type of events. You know. You could probably even get a ticket to the fight. There's gonna be tickets available. But the thing is, there's gonna be guys out there like me making that money. So they probably gonna try to charge. You know, if you don't already got a ticket or got a ticket plug, the guys that's gonna be trying to sell the tickets to the fight, they're gonna be trying to get that money. Because they know people trying to go to that fight. I was thinking about, going, but I'm like, nah. Right now, I'm just focused on Sha News boxing, man. Right? My LLCs, man. Getting my shit off the ground, man. Getting my shit off the ground. That's what I'm focused on, man. I'm not like, I feel like I dedicated enough time to supporting other fighters, supporting what they got going on, and it helped me to build my media company. But as far as like, because I see what goes on with the media now. They done brought in so many people who ain't even official with boxing, bro. That's why I just sit back and stay out the way now. They bring in all these fake influencers with no motion, no credibility. They act like they got whatever, some type of clout, but they really don't. But yeah, Vegas will be a good play for you next week, Gumbo. Especially since you're on vacation. Man, that air feels good. Hold on, I'm gonna set the phone right here. Look, see, yeah, look, and the what's name? They said the phone was over here. That dashboard just attracts heat. I look like the cool cowboy with this on. Look, this is the cool cowboy look right here, man. You see my cool cowboy look? Cool cowboy look, man. I think, is this one hooked up? If this is hooked up, I want to play some audio now, right? Let me see. Bill Haney and it's a bad look, man. And not for nothing, Brian Norman Sr. is killing him. Right? What Brian Norman Sr. said though about, but he got to know, right? But you can't even take that. You got to just take that as a grain of salt, because that's how they always try to front. Like, one thing I noticed about Bill and Deb, they always try to flex their money. But Brian Norman Sr. is not a bum. He's a successful business owner too. So that shit, like, that just makes them look weak. But something that Brian Norman Sr. said, right? He called Bill a cokehead, man. Like, yeah, you messy content creators need to talk about that, man. I'm about to play it right now. They're running with it. Look, here it goes right here. Let me see. Hopefully it plays on my Bluetooth.
Oh, friendly claims him. Could I get a picture? Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every night. Stop. It's not the car! Stop!
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Why is it not playing on the Bluetooth, man?
I got a message from them, man. I didn't realize that you responded to my message last night. You said that your pops was beating me in life, right? That's what you said. You said my pops is beating you in life, right? I want to say something. You think your 50-something-year-old man, your almost 60-year-old father, that's running around talking about he beating in the streets, referring to the streets at 50-something years old with grandkids, and pretty much idolizing the streets that nobody knows he's a part of, glorifying being an ex-pimp or whatever it is that he glorifies, and you think he's beating me in life? My kids love me. My kids are around me. I didn't miss no time out of none of my kids' life. I haven't missed no time out of none of my grandkids' life. So what's he beat me at? Is he beat me because he's financially well off than me? I'm not broke. I'm not broke. I haven't been broke since I was 21 years old, so I'm not sure in what way he's beating me in. I'm not sure what way that your father is beating me in. So he's spouse powder, we know that. He drinks, we know that. I don't drink or smoke. Nobody can take this off with no drugs ever in life. Nobody can tell you about none of that. So what is he beating at? What is he beating at? He raised a son that had a, shout out to South Park. He raised a son that had a baby by a sex worker that was making phone calls to Young Thug while he was in jail. And then after these calls, got Bill Haney on the TV. Bill Haney on the TV. So after that, after the Young Thug call, you go impregnate the damn heifer. Then you go sue the heifer for emotional distress. And Bill Haney raised you. But he's doing better than me in life. How, Sway? What are we talking about? I thought y'all was so much better than that. But you expose yourself to do what you are. Some bullshit.
Man. It's getting real personal, man. It's getting real personal. It's getting personal, man. But to me, it's just a bad look, man. Here he goes right here. Yeah, this shit. I've been entertained, man. It's content. But look at Bill. Like I said, yo, they killing our culture.
Listen, Brian Norman singing. Ain't no sense in going back and forth. November the 22nd, Devin is coming to dismantle your. Let me start back over. Which? November 22nd, Devin Haney is coming to dismantle Brian Norman Jr. And it's for Brian Norman Sr. Man, what is wrong with you? First of all, I'm talking about my losses. If I had a loss, look like I recovered pretty well. I'm at the mark. You mark. Enjoy the lobster.
Yo, Bill be frontin', man. Yo, Bill be frontin'. Yo, Bill be frontin', man. Yo, Bill be frontin', man. Yo, Bill called him a mark, man. Yo, they be out here stealing content, man. Yeah, they be stealing content, man. Come on, man. Yo, Bill, you gotta stop this shit, man. Stop this shit, man. Yo, Bill called him a mark, man. I'm gonna bring it back, man. Yeah, they gotta stop stealing content, though, man.
Enjoying the lobster roll. Now, 15-0 in the streets, I'm going to address it one time and one time only. I'm at Devin Haney is coming to dismantle Brian Norman Jr. And it's for Brian Norman Sr. Man, what is wrong with you? First of all, I'm talking about my losses. If I had a loss, look like I recovered pretty well. I'm at the mark. You mark. Enjoying the lobster roll. Now, 15-0 in the streets, I'm going to address it one time only for y'all. If I got knocked down, and I got sent away to college, well, guess what? I learned a lesson that turned into a very big blessing. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can be knocked down and not knocked out, like Brian Norman, been knocked out 6 times. The nerve of a square. Yeah, I call him a square. Anytime that you sit up and talk about anybody that went away to college, State Penn State, and they took a loss. Did you know that it's good men that go away that learn from their time away? I happen to be one of them. Yeah, I know you squares, especially you ones that got the color and complexion that look just like me. You hated Brian Norman Sr.
You know what you hate? You know what you hate most? Is that I came back after going away from school and then ran laps around you. Yeah. With all that I've been through, well, how did I catch up and pass you in every department? Yeah. So any of y'all that's talking about guys that done went away, oh, let me set the record straight. I've been there for every one of my kids' birth. And I don't have no habit but getting money. Last I heard, you square, you didn't know where to go get it at if somebody wanted it anyway, according to what you got to say. So you need to shut up.
Yo, Bill is crazy. Yo, but you know what's the see? They all got money though, man. I don't, you know, I'm putting my content out on it. Fuck it, man. But it's a bad look, man. Because you see how they exploiting this now. They exploiting this, man. Well, you know, it is what it is. It's just content, right? But Bill said he was the square and the mark. Ah, man. You can't make this shit up, man. But how is the content looking now, y'all? The cool cowboy, man. This is the Sauce Experience. The news. Special news, man. The ghetto cowboy. Yeehaw! TGIF Friday. You know you do have options.